Mine seems to be working. There we go. Okay. 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 Well, I will follow up with you. Hi. Okay. Thanks, Anne. Bye. Hi, whoever's there. I'm not Anne, I'm Courtney. We've had some issues with the connection in Anne's house. And so I'm going to offer you a short practice. And if you're here, if you could just type in your name, maybe Elisabetta, you're still here. Anyone else, just let me know. It'd be great to know who is here. And yeah, so go ahead, you're back. We're having issues with connection. It looks like it also says my computer is having issues. So hopefully it works. Okay. This is how it goes with live yoga. So go ahead and come to a seat. You can take something, like I have a cushion here, and you can place it up underneath you. And just pause and kind of check in with yourself. See what's happening in your inner space and also what's happening in your outer space. There's an energy of commotion and sound in my space. I hope that it's working for you to hear. Then you can just take a breath in and a full breath out. And then just let your hands come to rest on your thighs if they're not already there. Just take a moment to feel the settling and the grounding through your sits bones. And just tune into what your body is asking for in this moment. What is your quality of energy? And you can bring your hand or both hands onto your heart space and just set an intention for yourself. How can this next space of time on your mat support you with what you need right now? Good. And then go ahead, let your eyes open. Just stretch your arms wide, reach them up overhead. Take a long line through the sides of your body. And then release. We're going to come down onto our backs. So go ahead and just lie down. You can lengthen out. And if you need like a pillow for the back of your head, go ahead and just grab a pillow or a blanket for the back of your head, please. Good. Take your arms and reach them way alongside your ears. And then as you exhale, go ahead and bring your knee into your chest. Just slide down a little bit. Bring your knee into your chest. Give yourself a good squeeze here. And then you can just make a few little circles, just drawing the knee in one direction and then in the other direction. On your next exhale, hug your knee in way close to your chest. And then we're going to just cross it over to the opposite side. You can take your arm out to the side and just look out over past your hand. If you have something like right here, I just happen to have my cushion to place underneath the knee, you can release that there. And then from here, I'm going to have you come with both arms, this will be your left arm stretched out. Take your right arm and fold it over. So you're twisting all the way, your whole body over to the left side. And then as you inhale, draw your right hand along your left arm, past your chest, and out into the twist. And we're going to do this a couple times with our breath. We'll inhale, reach the hand over. And exhale, open all the way into your twist. Let's take it a few more times. Inhaling, reaching over, and exhaling. And so just bringing a little bit of fluid movement. Good. Come back into the center with that right leg. And then from here, just start to take your knee and let it open out to the side so that you're just holding your shin and your elbows on the ground. You can stay here, or if it's comfortable and possible for you, bring your peace fingers to your big toe and just extend that leg out. You're finding a nice opening through the inner thigh, but this extended leg, the left leg, is rooted. If that feels like too much, you can always bend your knee. And then just come back into the center, release your leg, bring it all the way down, and then we'll switch sides. Interlace your fingers the other way around your left leg. Just make some little circles, just opening up. And coming back into the center, and then we'll cross it over. And if you've got that cushion or block or just something to support you, great. If not, that's okay too. Just keeping a sense of extension, lengthen from your hip all the way out to the knee. Slide your hand along your body, opening out, exhale, inhale, coming back with your arm. And then last time, coming all the way, palms together. And as you move, just bring your left knee back. Take it a little bit out to the side. You can rest your elbow on the ground, holding on to your shin. Your right leg can be active. Again, the option is also to bend your knee. And the option is also to extend this leg out. And just keeping nice and grounded through that inner thigh. You can use your hand to support you. And come back into the center and release. One more time. Reach long through the sides of the body. And exhale, pull everything back into the center. Give yourself a good squeeze, and then we'll just roll up a little bit forward and back. Come all the way up to your seat. And go ahead and come to all fours. Got Santo the dog, always up in my business. Fingers spread wide. And from here, we're just going to take some really nice circles for your hips. Going in one direction and in the other direction. Bring your left hand right underneath your face. Take your right leg. Well, let's start here. Let's take your left foot, kickstand it off to the side. I don't know if you can see that. And then take your right leg and extend it out. Reach your arm way up to the sky so my hands are spreading wide. And then I'm going to reach the arm right alongside my ear as I turn and look up. And then from here, maybe you play with lifting that right leg and exhale. Coming in. Just a few times here. Super nice. Last time, hold here. See if you can reach your hand back and find the top of your foot and extend your knee long away from your shoulder. So you're just finding space, not so much a back bend. And then release it down, come back to all fours, and then we'll take it the other way. So you'll kickstand your right toes off to the sides for stability. Right hand comes underneath your face in line with the knee, and left leg extends out. Reaching palms away from one another, and then taking the arm right alongside your ear. You can lift your leg, and you can just play 3 times with this kind of frog kick. And then one more time, pull your knee and your elbow together, find the top of your foot, and then lengthen the leg away from you. Bringing your shoulder blade onto the back, shoulder blades onto the back. Maybe turn and look up. And then release. Coming back to sit here onto your heels. Adjust just slightly. Come back and sit on your heels, or even better, create space. Good. So sitting back here on your heels, squeeze the heels towards each other. If it's too much, lengthen your feet out in front of you. Okay? And then we'll go ahead and we'll grab hold of our elbows. As you inhale, feel the support from the base and take the arms way up. Oh, I'm totally wearing a belly shirt, not intentionally today. Lengthen up nice and long. And then as you exhale, release the arms out to the side. Cross your left elbow over your right. Bring your palms together or backs of the hands together. Eagle pose. In your eagle pose, you can twist your arms and chest over to the right. Twist your belly and your head over to the left. And then come back to the center. One more time, take elbows, extend long. And then release it down. Take the arms out wide and cross right over left. Eagle arms. Arms go to the left. And here, actually, before we do that, just make sure that you've got the backs of your arms parallel to the ground. So you can roll your shoulders a bit onto your back. And then you can turn and look over your right shoulder. So your belly and your head are turning in the same direction. And your arms, your chest turns in the opposite direction. And come back into the center. Good. Release it, roll out through the shoulders. And then let's come back onto all fours. This time we're going to lengthen the toes back. So your toes are long. And with your toes long here, take a nice cat-cow. So rounding through your spine. And bringing your gaze forward. And just unwinding, especially if you've been sitting at a computer today. You could come up onto your fingertips. That can be a really nice way to bring some more awareness and energy into the movement. I'm gonna prepare myself a little better for this. Literally on the fly yoga practice. There we go. But anyway, that's it with this practice, is that it allows us to respond. And how many of us right now are just responding, to situations? And can we respond rather than react? To find that part of ourselves that is able to pay attention to what's happening right now and what needs to happen. And so next time you let your spine arch, just bring your hands down. If you're on your fingertips, walk your knees back. These are right underneath your hips. Take your hands a little bit, maybe as wide or a little bit wider than your mat. And as you pull from your palms through the arms, bring the shoulder blades onto the back, squeeze the forearms towards each other, and then lengthen. And you'll see here the difference between really dumping into my low back and then lengthen your tailbone away from you. Bring your forehead down on a Hatha Asana. You can feel the breath here coming into the back, lower back ribs. You can keep your toes long or tuck your toes. And just keep finding length for the vertebra. And then come all the way back up. All right, one more on all fours, okay? From here, keep your hands right underneath your wrists, right underneath your shoulders. Take your left arm, take it up to the sky, out to the side. Watch with your eyes, your fingers. And then as you exhale, guide your wrist, your left arm, behind your right wrist and come just to the side of your head. So you're just above your ear. Inhale, and reach up. And then exhale and come through. And you can do this a few times. And each time you might notice that maybe you can look up and move up. You have a little more mobility with that left shoulder. And then last time, really spreading wide. Exhale and come through. You'll pause here, and I want you to slide your right hand so that it comes wrist right underneath your right elbow. So you have a 90-degree bend in your arm, and then pull a bit from the elbow, inserting the arm bone back into the shoulder socket, and feel the shoulder blade come onto your back. Remember to support yourself. So I'm just feeling here how I can lengthen through my tailbone. There's really not pressure on the head, although you can turn with your gaze and look up if that feels great for your neck. Make sure your tongue and your mouth are soft. And then release it, coming all the way back up. Just pause for a sec. Sit back onto your heels. See how that feels. All this nice opening sensation on the left side, in the shoulder, the chest, maybe on the side of your neck as well. Okay, so let's try the other side. So again, palms underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And here, I want to give some impulse to squeezing the legs towards each other. Your hips will want to move, so you really want to keep them active. Yeah? So going through on the exhale, really work with my belly shirt here today. Inhale, rise up, exhale, then come through. And you may notice a very different sensation in your two sides. One of your shoulders sides will be more restricted than the other. And allowing for that last inhale, really spread wide here, look up, and then exhale, bring it through. The palm of your extended arm is really active. So you're pressing through your fingernails into the ground, and with your left fingertips, you're gripping a little bit into the earth. And then you're just playing again with this length right in the sacrum area. And press down through your left hand and come all the way back up. Good. Come to sit back one more time. Here in Vajrasana, you can just have your toes pressing into the earth. Maybe I'll sit sideways so you can see me. So here what we're going to do is keep the knees squeezing in towards one another. Reach your fingers back behind you. You can be up on your fingertips. And then just dip back a little bit. So I'm kind of tucking my tail. I'm going to pull the elbows towards each other. Feel the shoulder blades come onto your back. And then see if you can lengthen up through the front of your chest. So now you're pressing through the tops of your feet. And on your inhale breath, you're going to lift up through your seat. Stay looking forward. And then exhale, lower down. Move with the breath. Inhale to float up. And exhale to lower down. Maybe 2, 3 more times. Keeping that sense of length through the low back, softness through the throat. And then last time, pause here. So that you can draw through your fingers all the way up into your arms. Maybe the head releases back partially or all the way. Bring your gaze forward. Slowly lower yourself down. Walk your hands forward. Walk your knees back. Take a really nice child's pose. So your knees are wide, your toes are together. If you have that pillow or blanket nearby, you can also bring that right in between your legs and just let your belly and your chest maybe drape down here. Stretch out through the arms. Let your elbows rest, forehead to the earth. So good, right? Come all the way back up. Move your pillow or your blanket away. Good. Keep your knees wide here for a moment. And then we can take a similar posture. So knees are going to stay wide, hands are going to come back. Now, for some of us, we'll stay sideways. We'll stay on our hands. For some of you, you'll find that you have the space to come back and rest on your forearms. I recommend keeping your gaze maybe more towards your navel so that your neck can be free, or you can just turn the neck from side to side. And so you stay where it's comfortable for you. So if it's on your forearms, great. If it's on your hands, great. And then notice here the tendency to kind of dump into the shoulders. So let's press our forearms and our elbows into the ground. And then let's squeeze a bit the elbows towards each other and feel that come all the way up through your arms, right up into the space between your shoulder blades. Feel your chest lift, and maybe that allows your head to release. And for me, I'm feeling it then finally allows my head to look back. But again, this is totally optional. Let's slowly come up out of it, bringing your hands to the ground if you're on your elbows, rocking forward, pull your knees back together. And let's just take one downward facing dog. If down dog isn't an option for you and you prefer the Anahata Asana that we did before, the puppy pose, go for it. Otherwise, taking a really nice, simple down dog. Spread your toes wide, spread your fingers wide. Rotate the upper inner arms in and up. Release your heels, keeping awareness and engagement through your quads, lifting the kneecaps. Lengthen through the sacrum. Feel the low belly scoop. And then inhale and shift forward. We'll come all the way down onto the ground. Oh, actually, before you come down, have a pillow, have a block, have something that you could, not too high, but something that you'll be able to place underneath your head, okay? So you'll come all the way down. Good, you can see me here. Take your arms out into a big T and keep your left arm extended out. Turn your head to the right, just rest for a moment. I bet that feels really good. It feels good to me. And then bring your right hand palm to the ground and start to have the pillow close by. You'll need it in a sec. Start to roll yourself over onto your left side. Now, for some, the arm extended out, it's straight out in a T. Okay, your hand is not above or below your shoulder. It's right out from your shoulder. For most of us, this will be a good fit. For some, you might prefer a cactus arm. So your elbow bent in that 90 degrees and then rolling out. I know for me, that is not ideal, but you can try, see what works for you. So roll over onto your side. Now here, you have some options. You can take your top leg, which is now your right leg, and either bring it behind you, whole sole of your foot to the ground, knee is bent. And this may already be like, wow, such a big experience for your shoulder. You can, here, I might recommend putting a pillow underneath your head. You could also bring that foot forward. So I want you to see which position works better for you. And again, this is, it's quite an opening, can be quite an opening for the shoulder. So we're gonna really reinforce it by gripping or squeezing the earth with the fingertips. And then this right hand can stay right where it is, elbow drawing back. Or if your foot is in front, you can bring your hand onto your thigh and just feel like you're lengthening this line I'm showing you here on the thigh. Or perhaps the foot is behind you. Now, if the foot is behind you, you might turn your left palm to face up. Turn your left palm to face up. Take your right arm, reach it up, and then reach it all the way back and see if you can find, part of it is just the brain work, your fingers interlace them. If you haven't put something underneath your head, you're going to want to do this by now. If your hands don't quite reach and you don't have a strap just lying around, then go ahead and bring your hand back. Okay? Otherwise, you can keep your hands interlaced here, and you can find that you're really lengthening out through your extended leg, pressing down through your foot on the earth. Just even breath here. And then release your hand, bring it to the earth, come all the way back, move the pillow or the block. Just rest your ear to the ground. And then come to the other side. So turn, look over to your left hand, bring the side of your head down. And then bringing your left palm in, roll yourself over. Find the placement for your foot either in front or behind. Find the pillow if you need it. And just be here for a few breaths. So you're using the connection of your fingertips to support your shoulder. You're using the connection of your feet, of your legs to support the hips. And you're inviting the breath to flow into the tight spaces. Stay here or take the option of turning your right palm up, of reaching your left hand back. Find your fingers. Try to interlace your non-habitual way. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and lengthen the vertebra one by one, taking breath into the whole back and front line of your body. Slowly release your hands, bring your left palm down, roll it out, move your pillow, pause for a moment, big T. You can shift your hips side to side. And then place your hands right underneath your shoulders. Just press yourself up one more time. Good. And come to sit. Okay, so that's half an hour right there. Let's close with just, it's nice, right? Sense that width, that space on the front line. It's such a great way to end the day, especially if your day has been a lot of this or this. Yeah. Let's just, while we sit here for a moment, give a little bit of love to the wrists. You can just give yourself a little bit of a massage here. Just bringing my thumb into this area. We will have coming soon a couple of videos on massage, self-massage. I'm really excited about that. And so many good things. It's great to have you all here to join us. And make sure you get both hands. You can interlace your fingers. Mm. Good. And then let's just shake it out. Shake out your wrists. Nice. Let's finish in a simple seat. And maybe this time we'll sit in a virasana. So I'm sitting up on a cushion because it gives me the support that I need for my knees. Some of you will sit without a cushion, but most of us really need a cushion. Sits bones grounded, and my heels are just a little bit off to the side of my hips. Yeah. Sometimes I take my thumbs and spread the space between the toes, get really anchored even through that little baby toe. And just take a moment, just how you began. You can let your hands rest on your thighs, or one hand or both hands at your heart space, whatever feels right for you. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply and breathe out completely. Just let your whole being be nourished by your breath. Check in again with the quality of energy that you're feeling right now. And notice the shift. Notice the shift within yourself and perhaps also in your space. And even as we are virtually connected, can you plug into the shift in the space between us? For those of you that have been showing up for the practices this week as we plant seeds of intention, connect with your intention, whether it's crystal clear to you or you're still sorting, sifting through the soil to find that just right seed. And as we close our practice, can you bring this intention to the rest of your evening, of your day? So that what you cultivate here on your mat, on your cushion, is of benefit in your life. And even though most of us are only interacting with at most a handful of other people, may our practices really nourish those relationships. Bring your palms together, bow in, offering gratitude and grace. Namaste. Great. So I thank all of you for sticking around with me. I apologize for the initial issues with the technology, and we will work out another way for you to experience Anne's offerings. She is doing daily, like several classes a day on Zoom, like half of them in French and others in English. So if you're a French speaker and you would like to enjoy some therapeutic yoga with Anne, you can get in touch with her directly through our website, maitriyoga.com, and look for Anne Prieur. I'm sure I'm butchering the last name because it's Francais. You can also just send me a quick message, info@maitriyoga.com, or those of you that have my phone number, go ahead and just send me a message and I'll hook you up with Anne. And in the meantime, tomorrow, Amy is here at 9:30 with Hatha, and we've got Maitri morning with me on Saturday, and then more nice stuff coming. I wish you all a great evening. I am headed out actually to, well, not really headed out, but I will be seeing some of you in a little bit for our Ayurveda for Everybody seasonal cycles and spring cleaning workshop. That's coming up at 7. So if you're joining me for that, can't wait. And to the rest of you, see you soon. Take care.